What's up everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. Today's project is this Honda lawnmower, and the problem is that it died after about 3 minutes of mowing and now it won't start. Let's take a good look at it, find out what's wrong with it, and hopefully we can fix it. In this video, we try and repair this mower. However, it may not be the exact repair that you need to make to yours. We'll explore other options later in the video. Now this is my personal mower, and the history on this mower is that I bought it used several years ago, and unfortunately I found out that it had a rod knock. The engine makes a knocking noise so loud that I have to wear hearing protection, and it burns a lot of oil, so I have to check the oil level every time I use it. On cold startups it will puff out blue smoke, but it stops pretty soon after that. The last time I mowed, I started the engine, and after 3 minutes of running it stopped and I couldn't get it started again. Now I'm pretty sure the engine isn't broken, as I can still pull on the rope and it feels normal, so I'm guessing it's a fuel issue. I'll spray some starting fluid in the carburetor's throat and see if I can get it to start back up. You can even hear the knocking noise as I pull on the rope. Now the engine is so worn out that it takes almost zero effort to pull the rope. Also, the spring needs some cleaning because it's a bit slow to retract the rope. The next thing I want to do is check that it has spark. To do that, I'm going to use my spark checker. Simply install it in line with the spark plug, pull on the rope, and watch for an orange glow in the tester. Well, I still have spark, which is great news, but while I'm here, I want to remove this spark plug just for fun and install a compression tester just to see how worn out the engine really is. And it looks like I found our first problem. The spark plug is almost completely covered with carbon, probably from the engine burning oil these last couple of years. Now this is more than likely the reason why the engine stopped working. The spark plug basically failed. To test that, I will replace the plug and try starting it again, but before I replace the plug, I still want to get a compression reading. Now my tester is a bit off, but a healthy engine will get something over 100 psi. The more worn out the engine is, the lower the reading. I'm hoping for a number above 50. So the reading is about 45 psi, which is about what I was expecting, considering that my gauge is a bit off. It makes sense though, because when I mow a patch of thick grass, the engine slows down a lot and I have to stop pushing it. The engine must be making about 3 horsepower at this point. Now I don't have the exact spark plug for this mower, but before I go to the parts store, I want to test this engine with this plug that I think came out of a Kohler engine. Now I don't usually condone using whatever plug is lying around, but they have the same dimensions, and I don't intend on keeping it in the engine just to test with. I'll replace it later on after I find out that's the problem, and oh, if it does start, watch out for a smoke show. So the spark plug was the problem, and that means I'll be going to the store to pick up a new spark plug. In the future, I'll have to check and clean the spark plug every spring to help keep this from happening again. Although I keep waiting for this engine to break, it looks like it's going to be with me for a little bit longer. Another reason why this mower might have stopped while mowing and wouldn't start back up would be if the ignition module failed. If this was our situation, it would have failed the spark test. To fix it, replace the ignition module. So my question is, how often do you inspect or replace your spark plugs in your equipment? Do you replace them every year, or do you just wait till you have problems? As you can tell, I replace them when I have problems. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time here. Please feel free to ask any questions, and I'll see you in my next video.